Hi, my name is Jonathan Mande, and I am originally from the Democratic Republic of Congo. I moved to Brookline, Massachusetts, um, in fifth grade. Well, as a whole, actually, I moved to Massachusetts in fifth grade. I lived in various places for about a year. Um, but first in Brookline and then back in Brookline again. Um, but it's been about 10 years, just about 10 years since I've lived here. And I spoke no word of English when I moved here at all. And I had to learn how to speak English from the start. Um, my first language is French. So learning English kind of in a way came a little bit easier for me because I had that French background. So therefore, um, learning the language on its own was a little bit easier. But learning about the culture, right? Learning about um, no cultural norms and just kind of learning about many other things that are either accepted or not accepted, or how to do things, how to properly talk, and making friends was not the easiest thing. Uh, but luckily, I came here at just old enough age and young enough age to really assimilate myself within uh, the world I lived in, and take everything in as much as I possibly could have to really make up who I am today as a person. Um, and I believe that what defines me as a person is truly is my heritage and where I come from and my family, most of all. But a lot of that has to do also with what I've come to learn through the years, given the fact that I lived 10 years in Congo and 10 years in the United States. So it's been truly a journey of its own, really um, learning a whole lot about people in the world around me, in society on both ends, and and really trying to make up this almost like a hybrid person, trying to understand two different worlds, really. And So I went through high school and then went to college. Uh, jumping a little bit here, but college definitely taught me a lot about who I was as a person, and especially in academics, because going back to elementary school and high school, I played a lot of catching up, and because I jumped right into the culture, I was taking everything in, and so everything just kind of came, and I didn't know about everything, and uh, I was learning in a completely different way because kids my age were already on a different level than me. Even though I was older than most kids, but age doesn't really have anything to do with it. But So I was playing this catch up game, and so in terms of academic discipline, I didn't really have an academic discipline because when I was in Congo, I missed out on going to school before coming here for about almost a year. Really, I didn't go to school for a while, and and so just moving here, playing this catch up game, learning, taking everything in, and being classified as a special needs student, and and all these different circumstances that just kind of at first in college, I just didn't know you know, exactly where to start in some ways. But I started to see how everyone else around me were advancing. You know, my friends that I grew up with and what they were doing academically and all these different things that they were getting involved with was really interesting to me to see that, wow, well, they're doing pretty well. And and so where do I see myself, right? So I started to ask those questions to myself, and to I was wondering, well, in the next couple of years, what do I imagine myself doing? Where do I see myself going? I started to think back where about where I came from, and my journey here, and things just became all too surreal to me, and it was like, this is it. I've got to grasp this opportunity and make it my own. And and I got I've always been involved in community affairs and stuff like that in school. It was great, but I really wanted to get myself involved a lot more also academically, and really take on courses that reflected to my personality in many ways, because learning about sociology or psychology, or any studies within the social sciences, kind of helps me understand how I can apply those uh, things I learn into society to really pave my way, and better understand who I am as a person, where I come from, the two different worlds that I've had to live in, and how what to make of it, right? And how to grow each day as a new and better person. So it has been a great journey, and and I've had many influences in my life. Definitely, my parents have influenced me a ton, and my siblings, and my drum teachers. I can start talking about I can start talking about people, and giving stories, and it'll take forever. But my music teachers in elementary school played a huge role in my life, and really they were, and my English teacher as well, ESL. Um, so Jorge, my drum teacher, he's from Peru. When I just came here in fifth grade, um, I started taking lessons with him because my English teacher, my ESL teacher, discovered that I play drums, and so, given that he was from Peru, uh, and I'm from Congo, a lot of the rhythms that he knows about, and he has, and what I know, just really matched, and it was great because we connected on a deeper level, personally and musically, and our friendship became beyond a teacher student friendship. I mean, like, we really are. He's my mentor. He's someone that has always been there for me, and helping me get into the Berkeley 5 week program, and and just kind of really letting me kind of help teach his classes, stuff like that, has really helped me learn a whole lot about myself and who I am as a person. So all these different experiences that have occurred around me has helped me kind of make up an understanding of myself in some ways. Although I understand that there's a long way to go, and of course every day we learn new things, and looking at how malleable our brains are, and how we can really adapt ourselves. We can choose to adapt ourselves, and do well, or you can kind of stay in your mindset and your way of thinking, and not learn about new things. And I think that because I chose to dive in, a lot of it also has to just do with my personality. I don't think I really had a choice of whether I want to dive in or I want to just stand in the sidewalks, sidelines. I just dove into the culture. I dove into the learning English. I dove into uh, you know everything, and I think a lot of that has shaped me in so many ways. And I've had my ups and downs, and I've definitely learned a lot through the years. And um, and I'm happy to have made this video for you, and I hope that you have taken something from my story. Perhaps you have learned something about yourself through me, some maybe. Uh, and Thank you, and have a good one. Bye bye.